Right guys, hello and welcome back to Paddy Does Cars. Today we're going to be restoring the front headlights on the C-Max because they're really faded, look dull, they look, well, rubbish. So I've got this stuff, I have used it before and it turned out alright, so hopefully it'll turn out right again. It's made from oats, not advertising it, oats is what I use. So basically what you get is, you get the sandpaper, rub it down in grades, so you got 500, then you got 8, then you go to 1000, and then you go to 3000. So you go through all them stages, flatten it down, and then you've got the compound, which is a rubbing compound. And what you do then is you just put your buffing head on your drill, because you get the drill compartment bit as well. So you just put that onto your drill and stick that on, and that's your buffing thing. Then once you've buffed it up to get all the marks out and the scratches, basically you've got a coat. You give it a light coat of this, which is a sealer, which I'm guessing is to stop the sun reacting to it again straight away and fading it. You spray that on, and then basically you just buff it up until you get the finish that you're looking for, which hopefully is good. So I'm just showing you basically what it is. Like I say, you've got 500, 800, 1000, 3000. It's pretty simple. Takes a bit of doing just to make sure you get all the scratches and that out. But I'll show you the light before we start, and then we'll do it, and then we'll compare it to the other side and see if it is actually worth the money. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think it's round about 20 quid. So if it works for 20 quid and it brings the lights up like they should do, then all well and good. Obviously if it doesn't, then it's a waste of 20 quid. So on that note, we'll get set up outside. Basically, oh, actually I've got to get the booster out and boost it to get it running, so I can just move it back a bit so that we can get to the lights. And then we'll mask it up round the lights because we don't want to damage the bodywork, well, the paint, while we're flattening it and polishing it. So I'll get yourself outside, we'll get the booster on, get it moved back, and then we'll crack on with it and see what finish we can get, and hopefully it makes a big difference to the front of the car. So I will see you outside, people. Alright guys, so this is everything we need for the job today. Obviously I need the booster so I can get the car moved a bit. Then obviously we've got the polishing compound, the sealer, the sanding pad, and then got the discs, the polisher, tape, cloths. But we just need to move the car a little bit, because I don't think I'll get to it there. And I'll get rid of some of this crap off up front. So let's get the car, see if we can get it started and moved. Right, first things first, let's get rid of some of this crap. Not too bothered about it, I'm going to be polishing it all anyway. It's horrendous. Some off the other side and we can get it boosted. You'll wear it back. That'll do. Well, we only get jet lights. booster on. See if we can get it started. I've brought the key. Yep. These are a bit awkward to get to, mate. I mean, the plus side is easy. The negative is right at the back underneath, and if you don't get a good connection with this, you just don't do up. So let's see if we can get a good connection on. Right. Let's have a look. I doubt it, but you never know. Not got a good enough connection. I'll come to you in a minute. I want it to you. Let's try again. Oh, my fault. Stalled it. Stalled it. And I don't think that I had it in reverse. Now free. Try again. There we go, guys, at least we can get to it now. Would help if I knew where reverse was as well. But I won't mind, I've drove it I don't know how many times. So, this one actually ain't too bad. This one, really. like a yellowy colour. Bring it over and show you. So you see it's all really rough. So we'll start with this one and see how we go. See what happens. I'll put you down so you can see the light. Right, let's get it done. Get mask up round here. I'm just going to get this quick wipe. About that, guys, to get something just to wipe it down with. Just a bit of soapy water and get through. Looks alright when it's wet. Quite a tidy engine bay, not too bad. Like I say, I'm going out today to get the bits for it anyway. Out bottom arms and that, I'll be going out to get them. We're going to get them off eBay, but it'll take too long to come. And I want to get it done. Click broke off that. Something else I'll have to sort. Yeah. Don't forget we're going to start with 500, which is going to look horrendous when we first do it. But it's like I say, I have used this before and it seems to be not bad stuff at all. But now that I want to show somebody, or show you guys, it'll probably turn out crap. We'll just do this corner, that'll do. We're not going to be doing a cross top like here or all like that. I mean, you can do it if you want, but it's not even that bad, so. We'll get a drill. Get out. I just bring it a bit over on the left it. Guys, get it all in the kit, so it's not bad really for 20 quid. Like I say, I have used it, so I do know that, well, it works on the other. Just check you guys can see there. Right, yep, you can see. So what we're going to do is spray a bit of water, then take it down with a 500. I'll get a bit of water. You don't have to put loads and loads of pressure on it, because you'll end up burning the plastic. So it's nice and steady, does it? To this side so you can see. This is kind of the worst bit, it seems to be here and down that part. I'm going to do it all anyway. Oh, there's no point me doing so much and then realising that, oh well, that could have done what I'm doing. Remember, keep wetting your paper just to get the crap off. Just get some of the crap off the light. It's easy. I mean, you can use just a sponge, which I find it easier. Just use this spray bottle. We'll get a wipe down, see what it looks like, sort out with that. I've got to take a picture of it before. I'll take one at top over like this. See how we see now it's all gone dull, but it still looks like there's something on it there, so we'll go over it again and then we'll go on it with next clip. Definitely looks like there's something on it there. Look. Looks like somebody might have already attempted to do it. Sorry about walking from the camera all the time. It's a bit awkward. down. I reckon that should have got most of it off. Definitely going to have to sort this clip out, right? A bit more tape on. Now we'll do the next scrape. Which is 800. I'll take this one off. You see how dull it's gone now. I'll get a quick squirt. Do it with this. Just make sure you're steady around paintwork, because always the tape will lift off because it's wet. I know it looks horrendous, but it won't do when it's done. So we'll wipe it down, go down with next grit. So now we're on to 1000 grit. Now it looks patchy, but just wait and you'll see. Crack on. Right, so we've got, this is 1000 grit, so we've only got 3000 grit to go. But looking at it, the drill's gone dead, so I'm going to have to put the drill on charge. So I'll put it on charge and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Hopefully I've got another battery. Right, I just thought I'd bring you out while I'm waiting for the drill other battery to charge. I don't know if you can see it. That's the other headlight and it's all like yellow. It's all faded. Don't look too bad when you get down there, you can't really pick it up on camera. But there, it's really bad. And now if you look at this one, obviously that's it being rubbed down. So what I'm going to do now is go over it again with the 1000 grit and then go over it with the 3000 and then polish it up. So I'll be back with you shortly. Right guys, she's charged, so let's crack on before it rains, because it looks like it's going to rain. So let's at least try and get this one done. Put it down just slightly. There you go. So we just want to fly over it again with 1000 and then we're going to do it with 3000 and then polish it. Quick wipe down and then we'll get the 3000 on it. You can see how dull it is now. Get 3000. Looks like it's going to throw it down. Right, we've got the 3000 grit. Quick soak off. Soak off, soak on, whatever. Go. get this side here. That'll do it. Now, finish it off. I think this stuff's amazing. So, you get the pad for it, so we'll change the pad now. There you go. Look at that, little polishing pad. We take sandpaper off. Obviously, I'm not saying that you don't know that. Plonk it on there. Make some polish. Give it a good check. Make sure it's not all stuck to the bottom. It's going to have one of them stupid things on the top which you can't get off. Stick your finger up with it, probably. First time I used this stuff, I thought it is. I've tried all the other methods, you know, WD-40, toothpaste. I'm just going to put a couple of bombs on it, or maybe a big bob. That'll be about. Quick spray of water on the sponge. There we go. Don't let it get too dry because the polish will stick to it, and then it gets like, well, let's put it this way, it's not easy to get off or to sort out. You just get a bit more polish. Let it soak it like. Carry on. You can start seeing the difference. Don't push too much on the sponge either, just let the sponge sort of glide. And also don't forget when you're doing it, you are taking all the scratches out that you've already put in with the sandpaper, so it does take a bit of time. So just like I say, take it steady, make sure you don't push too hard on the sponge, and don't let it get too dry because it will burn the plastic or the coating that's already on the light, and then you've got a whole problem then of flattening it out and hopefully it not spreading further along. So just take your time when you're doing it. Just dab it again, and then it's off we go. Get a bit more water. Get a wipe down now and you'll see what it looks like. I'll just use my normal cloth for now. That one's to polish it up, so we don't want to. It's coming up, so we'll polish it again, but we're going to have a bit more polish on and do it a bit drier. If you remember, it rolled down there. The main part of it that was really bad was this part here. So we're going to spend more attention on that polishing it. So I think it's a little bit wet, so I'm going to put a bit more polish on. Have it about again. quick wipe down again. If you look, the shine's coming back. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to put a little bit less water on, so that it brings that little bit of shine back. I mean, up there, but we want a little bit rough. Now, as long as we don't go too mad with it. Off again. So on that cut, on that bit, if you just use the polish, not too much water. It's not done yet. It's not done. But you can see here, it's alright. You've got to do down here. Polish a bit more around there. But there's okay. Good. As you can see, it's already looking better. So I reckon we'll go over it once more. Polish this sticking to it out. And then we'll put the sealer on, and I'll show you what I mean by the sealer and how much it brings it up. But it has already been done once. That's what I'll show you now. I feel rain. Right guys, so that's one that hasn't been done yet. As you can see it all in this top corner, and it's still a bit yellowed anyway. As you get up you can see it all there. This is the one that's been done. It's actually really good stuff, and if you spend a bit more time on it, you can actually get them to look basically brand new. I'll probably do this one again. It's just at the moment it's starting to rain, so I don't want to be out here in rain. But compared to what that looked like this morning, it's like crystal clear. So there you go, that's what I used to do, the lights when they're all fading and look like they're ready for bin. 20 quid fix, better than getting another headlight. Takes a bit of time. I mean, I can't remember, I don't know how long it's took because the video's broke up, but I reckon all in all maybe an hour to do that one, and it's well worth it for the result. Like I say, I may do it again just to get it that little bit better, but it is just a car to flip. So I mean, I'm one of these people, me, once I start it's like, oh well, I'll do it again anyway. If you like this sort of content, would you please consider subscribing, because like I said, there's loads of people watching but I'm not getting many subscribers. So if you could help me out, just push that button, subscribe and like, they're much appreciated. But on the next one I'm going to be doing, I'm going today for the bits. I'm going to go get the bottom arms and everything for the front of it, and then hopefully I can get that, I can get it all done then, and then ready for MOT. I think it's bottom arms, drop links, maybe tractor on ends, and I think that's it. Basically then it's a good valet, which I will video that because you've seen the state of it, it looks a mess. So I think it'll be a good video of that, to see what it looks like now and to get the scuffs and scrapes out and touch little bits up. Just, I want to make it a nice car for somebody else basically. I don't want it going and looking like a bag of crap. So on that, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one guys. Ta-ta.